The missile launched by North Korea is more powerful and more sophisticated than anything that country has ever tested before.
The world is already adjusting to the news of North Korea's latest and most powerful nuclear test to date. And not just with condemnation and calls for more sanctions, but with action. The day after the September 4th launch of what the rogue state claims is their first ever H-bomb, South Korea gave the all-clear to finalize the deployment of THAAD, a U.S. anti-missile defense system. Meanwhile, The Economist reports that American utilities are already placing greater focus on protecting the electrical grid after Kim Jong-un's launch came with a statement threatening to launch an electromagnetic pulse attack that could shut off all power for months. These are long overdue issues that should have already been addressed. But if this latest launch was the kick in the pants needed to get action, so be it. We can't say the same for one of Canada's national security omissions, at least not yet. Back in 2005, the Paul Martin government announced we wouldn't be participating in a proposed ballistic missile defense (BMD) program. At the time there was a lot of sentiment against it. There was a reticence to be seen going along with George W. Bush. And there were big worries that this would lead to a new arms race. But a lot has changed since then. First of all, fears of proliferation have proven unfounded. While the U.S. went ahead with BMD, they continued to sign disarmament agreements with Russia. Numbers went down, not up. More to the point though, North Korea hadn't even conducted their first nuclear test. That came a year after we took a pass on BMD. Now, they've done 5 more and have intercontinental ballistic missiles that can hit Canada. No matter how much you think diplomacy and sanctions are the preferred route, as President Donald Trump, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and others agree on, this doesn't change the fact that in the interim North Korea could still launch an attack that would need to be defended against. Right now, Canada is at the mercy of the United States for this protection. When you take a look at one of those maps showing the reach of North Korea's arsenal and realize Canada's within range, signing up for BMD now seems like common sense. Trudeau's statement following the North's latest launch said they'll work with the U.S. to counter the North Korean threat. He didn't specify what exactly they'd be doing. But there's one option that's now on the table right in front of him.